Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the search continues for a teenager at the heart of a Western Kentucky Amber Alert. An Eastern Kentucky family is looking for answers after their family dog is found shot by some Good Samaritans. And a Kansas woman buys out a shoe store to help her neighbors in a nearby state who are victims of massive flooding.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Wednesday, April the 3rd. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Well, it's been almost a month since I've had the pleasure of doing this, but Brandon, good morning. Let's head on over to you as there's just a little bit of frost on some cars this morning, so people might want to give themselves a little extra time when heading out the door. But as far as the weather's supposed to be today, I looked on our weather app and it's supposed to be a sunny one.
You're right, and I think I know you.
Yeah.
Didn't you work here before?
Is this a hologram? I don't know.
Welcome back, my friend. Glad to have you back. Unfortunately, wish Kentucky would have went on. You would have been going to Minneapolis, but it's the way it is. Let's take a look at the cameras this morning as we head out the door here at 5 o'clock. UVA-wise this morning, all quiet. You can even see some of those stars in the sky, so not a whole lot of cloud cover to affect us this morning as we head out the door. We are going to see temperatures a little bit milder in some spots. 41, Jackson, Moorhead, 41 also, and Logan, 43 in Prestonsburg, but some 30s and even some upper 20s down to the south. So between a normal day and a little extra on the coffee meter once again. Mac Will said give yourself a couple extra of minutes to get out there and scrape. Maybe not too much this morning. I think it's patchy frost, so just kind of keep that in mind as you start this Wednesday. The rest of the forecast here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon. Thank you. Well, police are still looking for a missing teenager in Western Kentucky this morning. The search for 16-year-old Lauren Sizemore spawned an Amber Alert yesterday morning. Officials say Sizemore went missing on Saturday, but they did not have enough evidence to issue the alert until Tuesday. Now, the entire community of Dawson Springs is hoping for her safe return.
I've known this girl since she was running around in diapers. Okay, I've known her and this family for a long time, and to me, that's the toughest part, personal. From the law enforcement standpoint, the toughest part is that we don't actually know where to look right now.
Now, she is believed to be with her step-grandfather, Glenn Harper. Dawson Springs police believe he could be taking her to Texas. You can find more information on the case, including a description of the car the pair may be traveling in, on our website at WYMT.com. One northeastern Kentucky dog is recovering this morning after being shot in the head. We want to warn you, some of these images you're about to see could be disturbing. Some Good Samaritans found Rooney sitting on their porch in Flatwoods Monday afternoon. They say she had lost a lot of blood and had a hole in her face. The couple quickly took to social media, finding the dog's owners, who rushed her to the vet. The owners have a message for the shooter.
You just got to understand that when you do something like that, that's a part of somebody's family, and you're hurting them really bad.
Rooney is expected to make a full recovery and will be coming home later today. If you know anything about this crime, you are asked to call Flatwoods Police. Well, as the weather warms up and you head to the park, police warn you to be on the lookout for needles from someone using drugs. WYMT's Connor James talks with one local sheriff about the efforts to get rid of the problem and what to do if you come across one yourself.
This is routine.
We check the one up at there's park up Leatherwood, and we check it pretty often.
A simple search of the park by Sheriff Joe Engel for something that poses a lot of danger.
Yeah, we don't find a lot. We don't have reports of a lot showing up in parks. It's just something really that's kind of like that you just need to be aware of.
Needles sometimes left in public areas.
It's starting to warm up and the kids want to get out and play. And unfortunately, we do have a problem with IV drug use.
Now, Sheriff Engel says if you see those needles lying around the park, the easiest thing to do is call 911. If you need to get rid of the needle quickly, though, pick it up, put it in a plastic bottle, secure the lid, but do it all safely.
If it's in that bottle, it's not going to be able to poke or stick anyone.
For those who love the park, spring signals fun.
Yes, oh yes.
With the family.
Yeah. I have 3 kids of my own, and they are small. And yeah, when they keep starting to pick up stuff, yeah, it does worry me.
But Chastity Couch says there's still that worry.
So yeah, you have to look around and make sure there ain't nothing.
But this should not deter you from enjoying your local park. Just use precaution.
It's something that parents need to be vigilant of, you know.
In Perry County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Perry County does have a needle exchange program at the health department. You do have to return old needles to get new ones. Well, in northern Kentucky now, a lawsuit over a vaccine is moving forward. A high school student is suing the Boone County Health Department for keeping him out of school. Jerome Kunkel took the stand Monday. He won't get the chickenpox vaccine because he says it's against his religion. Students without the shot or proof of immunity were banned from school for 21 days following an outbreak. The ban also included activities forcing Kunkel to miss his senior season of basketball. Well, a Kansas woman recently went on a shoe shopping spree, but they aren't for her. Shoes were on sale for $1 a pair last week when Addie Trent went into her local Payless store. Payless is closing all the U.S. stores and has multiple liquidation sales going on. Trent bought all of the shoes left in the store, just more than 200 pairs, and donated them to Nebraska flood victims. The shoes were delivered to Nebraska on Monday. Now back here at home, the cleanup after historic flooding along Lake Cumberland continues in Pulaski County. The water pushed up logs and debris along the banks. Crews were out clearing the area Tuesday. With the water down, they were able to bring in equipment to the area. Crews say they removed about 20 dump truck loads of debris. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, April flowers and spring snow showers. That was the case yesterday in one southern state. We will take you there.
Well, it's been a little colder here the last couple of days thanks to redbud winter. No snow in our forecast. Sorry, Will. I'll have the latest details on what we're expecting for us here in about 3 minutes.